Good evening, YouTube, Grand Rising, depending on where you are. For me now it's early evening. I put up a kind of just a channeling message, automatic writing up a bit earlier, in between listening to a channel I've recently became fond of, and it was about the meditation and what's holding you back kind of energy, and the synchronicities I tell you is so for real, down to the time that was mentioned within the reading, down to the fears that was mentioned within the reading. It is so in line with, I'm definitely going to add that into the description of this, or even the one I done before. I will add it into the description. It's definitely a channel worth subbing to. Real energy, real and genuine. But anyway, back to this. It kind of had me kind of chuckling to myself, because I've been pushed and guided to do this reading since yesterday, since the day of the new moon. And that is funny, since the day of the new moon in Taurus energy. And what made me just chuckle again, I just been chuckling, this is card number 12. This is a fairly new deck to me, so I don't really use it as such, and it's the first I've seen this card in particular, and today is the 12th, and I'm doing the reading on the 12th. I'm telling you, going back to the challenge I put up prior to this message, my gifts are enlightening, is enhancing, my intuition is enhancing. There's a powerful change going on. That 555 energy, that 555 energy is real energy. Believe me in you. I mentioned about paying attention to astrology. What I come to understand now, at this point in my life, is astrology is just as important as the breaking news that we hear. Understand? It's that important, because it gives you an inner standing as to what it is that you're going through. Because I was definitely in the procrastinating energy. Then again, I was procrastinating with action. That's what kind of made me chuckle. I was giving myself a reason or an excuse of why I was procrastinating, and it was a positive excuse, because I was doing things in order for that forward movement physically. But at the same time, I was doing what I should have done days ago. So that's what kind of got me doing this reading in sections, this energy. But again, nothing is a mistake and nothing is a coincidence. Like I take everything as it comes. Now is the time I was meant to do the reading, and this is confirmation for me. So it just knows that the energy is going to be real. I don't know. Let's see. What's been activated within us as a collective for those that's resonating with the energies? Current Hertz. Card number 13, so 12 to the 13th. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind, and the optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. That's the procrastination energy. That's stuck in between, because like I said in the previous video, but always having one eye open. It's like the anticipation, the curiosity, interrogation. The frequency of the interrogation supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves. allowing what we perceive as a positive and what we perceive as a negative to harmonize in a balanced sympathy of life. Get one more card. NewMoon InTaurus energy. Discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Seeing things for what it is what I get from that. Understanding who's coming to support, who's coming genuinely. It's like that energy of saying it's not everybody you needing to have a defense up against kind of energy. It's okay to open your heart chakra, but there's a need to trust your intuition. There's a interrogation. There's no need to interrogate your intuition. By you just being natural will alert to you the energies that you're needing to be alerted to, in regards to the energies that's within you and that's around you and that's coming to you, through you, for you. It's that kind of questioning everything kind of energy is what I'm picking up. Bottom of the deck, authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed and realized, yet receptive, wise and loving. Compassion, understanding, trust, trust yourself that you can make the right decisions for yourself, regardless of before you knew better kind of energy. That the decisions that you're making is for your best interest, not selfishly, but in a balanced way. Tell me more about interrogation. Creation. Same energy. Have trust and faith in yourself that whatever it is that you're trying to create for yourself is coming from a balanced way. Self-reflection. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Again, I get that same energy of being more open, not judging others off of past experiences. There's that kind of saying that I say to myself, you can't paint everybody off of the same paintbrush, off of that last experience, because everybody is different. Like I hear when people speak about the birth chart and this and that, and it's a good starting block, but not even that. When you put in your time of birth and this and that, is the true blueprint of the energy. Like there's nothing in this world that's going to read somebody's energy than the intuition that you pick up intuitively from a balanced place within yourself, and that you're not projecting onto another your fears, because this could just be an energy that's genuine, that's pure, an energy that you can learn from, an energy that can change from the moon, change. It could just be an energy that brings forth that change that's needed for that final push to that final destination. Bottom of the deck, the gratitude. Being grateful, going back to what I said, there's a reason I done, and it says, who's this mature woman in the reverse? Being grateful for the good, the bad, and the ugly within your life, within the things that you're realizing, because we mirror the energies that come towards us are almost like reflections within us in some way, shape or form. Like in that reading I did with the mature woman in the reverse, there was a point of that reading where there was a need to have some kind of compassion and empathy for this mature woman in the reverse, for the karma that they were experiencing because of what seeds they planted to cause destruction for another. They were now reaping what they sowed because of the envy that they had towards a particular masculine, feminine. It's like you don't know what someone had to do in order to gain what it is that they've gained, how they built their foundation. So if you go against the will of the Most High and interfere with what's already been written in the book of destiny, then the Most High is going to give you a page out of that energy's life, and it may not be something that you can handle, which then makes it your karma. You decided that you was going to interfere and take on an energy that you know nothing about because of maybe hearsay, gossip. And now there's an energy of reaping what you sow, is what I pick up from here. So there's a need to look into the energies that come towards you. What is it bringing up within you? What is it bringing up within you that's needing to be looked into right now with the self-reflection energy? Like I'm kind of focused in on the fact that this person in the background, through the reflection, is kind of almost head deep in the ocean. Going back to the reading I did in what was the wisdom that was gained at the bottom of the well, in the bottom of the ocean. The energy of before you ascend, you first have to descend. You first have to realize, you first have to self-examine yourself and self-reflect. Before it is, you can have that full trust, I guess, within the creations that it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself. This change. What about this energy of trust? Where's trust in? Two cards. I need that one when it is. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Balance spirituality and practicality. That's that interrogating yourself in regards to what to do, that kind of panic energy I was picking up in, I believe it was a divine masculine reading. decisions. What to do. Like I think I kind of mentioned it in the channeling that I did earlier. That's up before this one. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up from here. Tell me more about this energy of creation. Surrender to the divine. So this is clarifying, and it's clarifying creation, but also it's clarifying balanced spirituality with practicality. Full moon in Pisces, and then we've got the full moon energy here. So there's a full moon energy of surrender to the divine. So where you're in this balance between balance and spirituality and practicality, as it is above, so it is below. That manifestation energy, trying to create something new for yourself. The divine saying, hand it over to me. It's like I feel a connection that someone's at full moon energy. This is what I'm picking up here now. That during the full moon, that somebody literally connected with the moon, with their manifestations in what it is that they want in for their life. Set all their manifestations, all their goals and their desires. They sat down in front of the full moon and they pull it out there. This is the energy I'm seeing. Someone's put out all of their fears to the universe. Let go, let God. Someone's deciding now or needing to have trust in what it is that you're trying to create for yourself. That change. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. Conclusions are within your reach. Tell me more about this energy of self-reflection. So there's a resonating with the energy of this reading. Self-reflection. Expect a powerful change. New moon eclipse. And like I said in the previous channeling that I put up, and this is why I say that I realized that my energy is enhancing. It's becoming a lot more clearer to me, the things that was overwhelming me in regards to my spirituality. Through guidance, I've been able to decipher and being led to the information that I'm needing to get to in order to decipher the overwhelming energies of this enhancement, of this powerful change that's coming. And I believe it's coming with this energy here, the new moon eclipse energy, which I believe is on the 26th of May, end of the month. This is a powerful energy. Looking into yourself and seeing within yourself what needs to be released, what needs to be left in the bottom of the well, in the bottom of the ocean, that needs to be left within that dark, or needs to be healed, or needs to be looked into, depending on how it resonates and how you fit within the cycle. Tell me more about this energy of self-reflection. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. Tell me more about this. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. I'm hearing right now, you wouldn't have been chosen if you wasn't good enough. If your experiences wasn't meant to be part of this shift, you wouldn't be going through what you're going through in the way that you're going through it at this time, during this gateway, new moon in Taurus, to this eclipse energy at the end of the month. There's a powerful change coming. Tell me more about this believe in the impossible. Let's believe in the impossible here. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Tell me more about this energy. This powerful change. What does it resonate with the energy of this reading? to the new moon eclipse energy. Because now that's the title of this, because it was running through my head anyway since I done the last challenge, which was like from this morning, and that was recorded like this afternoon. This energy that we're in right now, new moon in Taurus, I feel like is a gateway to that eclipse energy. It's almost like I get a vision of the gates just being open. Like there's a whole new everything, new way of being, like death to the old way of even how you may recognize yourself. Tell me more about this energy of this powerful change that's coming forward. There's the energy of this freedom. Saturn, truth. Could be in the month of June, some form of truth is coming. Tell me more about this energy. Too many cards have come out, so I've got like 2 on the floor and 1 over here. I will read them. But it says Uranus, Genius, Pisces, I believe, and Cancer, I feel. So there's double Pisces energy that's coming through, definitely. So this is definitely something of an emotional decision and choice. And there's a guidance here of not to let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo, July, August energy. So some truth may be spoken in the month of June. Tell me more about this energy of believing the impossible, so they're just resonate with the energy of this reading. Again, 2 cards want to come out. It says, I use Capricorn and Chiron, healing. So I feel like whatever this truth is that's coming out, it could be that somebody's feeling used within a situation. Toxic energy, devil energy. Jupiter, benefits. Maybe someone was feeling used for the benefits of whatever it was that they was giving too much to in a connection. And through this truth coming through, it could then be the trigger to some kind of healing for somebody, or the ending of some kind of healing for somebody. It's that kind of confirmation, clarification, closure energy. Like the end of, like I said, the end of death to the old and the new way of being. Neptune, sacrifice, new moon energy strongly. So there feels like there's been some kind of sacrifice, or someone's in that contemplation of sacrificing some kind of love connection. Because it says a new romantic cycle begins. I noticed how this card wanted to fall out. It wanted to fall out in the reverse. So there's some kind of decision and choice that's been made within this time of the new moon. 10 and 12. Mars energy, force. Maybe someone's giving somebody an ultimatum, a quick decision that needs to be made. Maybe the decision that's needing to be made before the end of the month. Somebody's giving somebody an ultimatum. Truths need to be spoken. Could be dealing with a Capricorn energy. Bottom of the deck, Libra, balance. Someone's needing balance. Someone's needing, how can I say, security within the connection. Somebody's feeling quite unsure on feelings. So someone's needing reassurance is the word I'm looking for. What's the base energy in regards to this NewMoon InTaurus? There's a person in the energy of the Sychnisities. High Priestess. Fell over on you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, so it could be that I'm speaking to a Virgo energy. Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck, so it could be also the Taurus in the energy, somewhere within your chart, or you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo Taurus energy. Again, it could be the energy of trusting within your intuition. Again, like I said, this is almost feeling like a personal reading. It could be that someone's beginning to understand the gifts that they have within themselves, the gifts that they may have had since a child, that's making so much sense to them now, after how many years? For me, it's after 30 plus years. I understand my gifts to why I used to love to write. I understand my gifts of why I'm now, 2 years ago, got into tarot, the images. Like, I wasn't very much a speaker, but images I can put together quickly. You understand? And I kind of get the energy from this High Priestess. Never had faith and trust within herself and her own gifts of what it is that she can intuitively feel for herself. Ignored feel like clear warnings. Tell me more about this energy in regards to this powerful change. Tree of life. I was asking, what's the connection of this High Priestess in regards to this powerful change that's coming through? And it says tree of life, fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. I get that overwhelming feeling. Just as I read that, I felt my sacral chakra kind of do butterflies. So it's like a kind of it's that same overwhelming energy that I was saying. Like I said, almost personal reading. Understanding where it is that you're fitting within this whole cycle of life, this whole tree of life energy, High Priestess energy. That's ordained energy. Tell me more about the energies around this tree of life, the High Priestess. What's the High Priestess that is coming in? Grandmother Moon, card number 11. And like I said, this is an almost personal reading, and the cards can speak for themselves, you know, because High Priestess, card number 2, depicted as 11. This card, Grandmother Moon, 11. There's an energy going back to the ancestral message that I put up a couple of days ago, I think it is now. There was a strong ancestral message that came through, and I believe it came from some kind of grandparent, be it grandfather or grandmother. I mean, the energies of this reading, if I take it for my own energy, then I know it was my grandmother that came through. Definitely was my grandmother that led me to the channel that I'm going to add in the description, just by the title for that Taurus video. Like I pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. even down to the dogs barking in the background in another house. You know, it just feels like a message, feels like confirmation. So card number 11, Grandmother Moon. And I like we're still within the moon energy with these cards. So it says, a shining example, this too shall pass. Trust your feelings. The healing energy of Grandmother Moon is guiding you to step back within the sacred lunar cycles. In doing so, you will find yourself within the divine ebb and the flow of our great universe. Grandmother Moon governs the emotional body that is the ocean within. It is time that you allow yourself to flow and embrace the goddess. Grandmother Moon tells us that to seek it, not to find it, and that to try to let me read that again. Grandmother Moon tells us that to seek is not to find, and that to try promotes an element of failure. However, there are no wrongs. This is not about succeeding or failing, but allowing and surrendering yourself to the divine flow of all that is. Our grandmother leads us by beautiful examples by trusting her cycles. Her trust creates an energy that you may step into. To be within her cycles, and doing so, you can trust in the rise and the falls of all that is unfolding. Be present. It doesn't say that. It says, be the creator of your own world, and do so knowing that all is available to you in perfect timing. Within the turning of the cycles, your thoughts and beliefs can place limitations on your ability to receive and pull you out of your innate cycles. So trust and feel the energies of Grandmother Moon, and know you are safe to explore all she brings into your awareness. Have faith in how you feel when you are synchronized with her and the goddess within. Feel the divine feminine and appreciate that her energy is not, and feel that her energy is not one of breath, is not one of doing, but simply being. Take time to sit with her, be with her, and breathe her into the flower that you are. You will soon discover that the goddess has been within you all along. This is definitely a personal reading, and this is definitely a major reference to the book that I've written in regards to the grandmother energy, even down to one of my recent songs I kind of put together in regards to Britwa, and it says, let me tell you about my mother, woman a spy, straight from Grenada, father, high influence, straight from Jamaica, me teacher. And it says, Granny 1, Granny 2, Granny 3, that's the way me say me draw my energy from Grenada. You understand? This is definitely, and if it resonates with somebody, then the next part of this says Grandmother Moon meditation. Where possible, do this meditation outside at night when you can see the moon. Lie down comfortably where you will not be disturbed, and place the Grandmother Moon mandala on your heart. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your heart space. Slow down your breathing and feel your stomach rise, fall, and synchronize with your natural rhythm. Visualize your inner flower. See it in its full beauty. You are the flower. The flower is you. If you are outside, open your eyes and gaze at the moon. If you are inside, imagine you can see her as you look at or imagine the moon. Breathe her energy deeply into your flower. Feel her energy flowing and weaving throughout every cell within your being. Down through your feet and into the earth, you will feel your heart expand and your flower opening to receive the energy of the goddess. You are safe to leave your heart space open and your flower blossoming, so you can feel the ebb and the flow of all that is pushing you through your being. You can now have confidence in the cycles of life. When you are ready, open your eyes and journey on. Key elements: silver ray, heart chakra, sacral chakra, water, goddess, cycles, ocean, innate flow, emotion, and female reproductive system. Again, that energy, from the age of 6, 7, I've been guided with moon energy. And this guidance has been coming from since I was a child, with going back to what I've written in my book, with a grandmother that I connected to. I never met in personal, but I always connected to a photograph. And 30 plus years later, I was kind of in a spiritual conversation with a friend. And through that message, a song came on called I Am. And through that same message, she received the message. And through that same message that she received, I received the message of my own, directly from my grandmother energy that's above me right here. The message came through loud and clear, and it says, I am, you are, what was it? It says, I am you and you are me. I am. And then I clocked onto the eyes of the picture. And bear in mind, I've noticed this picture, and I've had this picture on my person since I've been very young. And I never realized the similarity in the eyes until that day. I am you and you are me. I am. As if we are one. That kind of reincarnation energy. Or that kind of guidance, protective energy that's been around me since. And I feel like maybe if anyone's resonating with this reading, then they too may have a connection to a grandmother, grandfather, or someone who felt as close to them as that within their life, who's showing them and guiding them down this tree of life, showing them where they're stemming from, in order to know where it is that they're heading to, in order to kind of do what it is that they were unable to do through, I'm hearing right now, conditioning, outdated ways of thinking, that kind of a way. Be bold, I'm hearing. It says you are good enough to step into the shoes. You know, that kind of energy spiritually, like someone's passing down the baton kind of feeling. Like someone's gone through the real test of times for this time in order to help those around them within this family tree and expanding. It's that next generation energy. Tell me more about this energy. Free cards literally just flew out. So we've got surrender again. Surrender to your journey. Release control. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. It says, ascend in the mountain. Keep going forward. Don't stop. Keep going no matter how hard this road gets. Never stop. Surrender only to the Most High, who will give you the strength. It's the kind of energy I'm feeling right now. He will show you the light and the ways to go to this blessing. Ascend into the blessing. Again, I pick up that kind of energy of Moses. I kind of imagine Moses when he left Egypt and went off wandering. I kind of vision him as this, seeking the peace, surrendering to the Most High, trying to decipher through the overwhelming energies and messages that he was receiving. High Priestess energy. Surrendering to the fact that he's been chosen to complete this mission, to help bring realization in some way, shape or form to his people, his family tree, his nation, his culture, you understand? This energy. Tree of life, from the roots. Because this starts off within your roots. It's how you, it's what you do in the very beginning. There's a post I shared, and it says your foundation love is the first love. That's going to determine what you project growing up. Nature, nurture, energy. That's why I love the blueprint of the birth chart, but then it's going to determine so much more things. It's going to determine so much more than what you just read in someone's birth chart. You need to have an understanding of that person's foundation, of that person's build-up, to make a judgment off of somebody just off of what their node might be. There's more to that person than meets the eye. Blessings, but they're just resonating with the energies of this reading. Just remember blessings for the High Priestess in regards to this NewMoon InTaurus energy. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Lost land. So memories and gifts. You've done this before. So this is that energy of being here before, living this kind of experience before. In another lifetime possibly. Going back to that grandmother energy. It's almost like I said, that passing of the baton. Paying off or completing a karmic cycle. A generational cycle. The change to a generational pattern, a generational way of being, thinking, through your own earthly experiences, through your own wisdom that you've gained through whatever these mountains have been for you along the way, until you got to this point of the rainbow where you've seen a new perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than what it is that we just see right before our eyes. This is a collective, universal humanity energy. Just trying to find that book. Okay, I'm just gonna pull and then pause. Tell me more about this energy of this perspective. More about this energy of gifts in regards to those who are resonating with this reading. I've done this before. What's these gifts? So it's like these gifts, if you've done it before and you're unaware of it within this lifetime, it can be a shocking realization. Like I said, soul shocking. Especially if your gifts are just enhancing with no understanding. Creating a sacred space. It says sacred space is a similar way to hold the energy of spirit in an honorable, loving and gracious manner. This card is a sign that it is time for you to create a sacred space that is unique and personal to you, where you can commune with spirit. Creating sacred space for spirit is a practice honored by mediums and spiritual practitioners for many traditions. Calling in the light of spirit to enhance your meditation or sitting in its power can both be helpful in creating a safe space for spiritual and mediumship practice. Some people like to burn sage, light candles, play music and meditate or pray before working with spirit as a way of creating a loving, inviting environment for spirit connection and communication. Why not create an altar in a spiritual place in your home or office to make a space sacred? Using crystals and spiritual icons, flowers or spiritual images can enhance the sacredness of a space. By working regularly in this space, it will become more infused with spiritual energy. The most important thing that is needed when creating your sacred space is a loving intention. This can be used wherever you are, anywhere in the world. And I say that again. The most important thing that is needed when creating your sacred space is a loving intention. This can be used wherever you are, anywhere in the world. Try it. Take a breath of loving awareness into your heart. In your own words, ask for a clear, healing connection between you and the spirit world. Always share gratitude to spirit for hearing and honoring your intentions. So you set your intentions. I remember last year I was writing in my manifestation book, and instead of me writing the word prayer, I wrote the word intentions. This is my intention. Right now I'm hearing the song, and this is my confession, but this is my intention. I feel like I've got a new song coming. So it says here, psychic touch. Energy is everywhere. You radiate energy, leaving traces of your presence everywhere. Psychometry, I believe that says, is the practice of using items infused with someone's energy, enabling you to gain past and present information about that individual. That's that birth chart energy I'm picking up on. Items like jewelry, clothing, or even a chair can have a strong presence of someone's energy, a bit like psychic imprint. This is a wonderful and easy technique to practice when you're developing your psychic and mediumship skills. To start, sit with someone and ask to hold an item or importance that belongs to the person's loved one in spirit. Open your awareness and allow your consciousness to connect with the item, and then feel the spirit loved one, and then feel for the spirit's loved one, and then feel if the spirit loved one who owned the item will make their presence known. When working with the spirit, it is important to bring in evidence that can be validated to confirm that message you give. As you hold the items, see if you can sense the relationship of the spirit to the sitter. Perhaps you can sense what they like to do for a hobby or their career. Notice any physical details about the spirit that came forward. Reach out to the spirit and see if you can connect with the name that's significant. When practicing with mediumship, don't be afraid to share every little detail of what you're receiving. You'll be surprised by the validation you may receive. You can also practice this technique with an object belonging to someone living. Again, I get that whole energy of overlooking, how can I say then, overlooking into a situation. Becoming overwhelmed by what it is that you're overlooking into. Passing judgment just by one point, one side of the coin kind of energy, without seeing two sides of a situation. I need to reflect. There's that energy of needing to reflect and being able to put yourself in all energies, in all shoes, in order to make a conscious decision about what it is that you're concluding, that you come to a conclusion in regards to. It's the kind of energy I'm picking up here. Alright, one more before I start pulling some tarot. Quantum energy. Discovery. And I was asking what was the connection with this high priestess and the grandmother energy, the grandmother moon energy, and the bottom of the deck is honoring the path. Intentions. This is all within your intentions. This is all within the intentions. Discovering. Somebody's setting their intentions to discover some form of truth. Like it goes back to the song that I put up some months back, and it says YouTube, Insta, me not come fi impress. So the truth me I can seek, nothing less. Empress, upcoming high priestess. You understand? Alchemist. Menaga say me are the best, me look good different to the rest. You true, the menaga. You understand? It's that kind of an energy that I'm picking up on here. Someone set their intentions that they're gonna discover the truth of not probably their family lineage, their generational patterns of how to stop or break certain generational thinking and patterns, how to move past your north energy, your north node energy. Someone's in the energy of discovering, like none of this even matters. Says it right here. None of this even matters. But the truth as of who you are and where it is that you're going to. What is it that needs to be discovered within you? The heart of this tree. The infinite energy. The balance of who you are as a high priestess. Whatever's going on around the world, come on. That's around the world's energy. You understand? That's their happiness. Where's your happiness within this? Alright, let's look at you. What's this high priestess needing to surrender to? What's needing to be surrendered to? Surrender to prayer is the first card. Tell me more about this energy that the high priestess is needing to surrender to in regards to this NewMoon InTaurus energy. Surrender to your ego and surrender to silence. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. That's that praying, connecting with your ancestors. I feel like at this moment, yes, you need to pray to the Most High. Yes, you have to give thanks to your angels and your guides. But I feel like this particular reading is a message from a grandmother. This is an ancestral message, and that you're needing to connect with this energy. Whosoever this energy is that's coming through in the reading, who you're resonating with, intuitively, who you can say to yourself, yes, I know exactly who that is. There's a need to connect. Maybe you haven't connected for a long time, since a child, or however this fits for you. But there's a need to connect and to ask for the answers that it is that you're seeking. And believe me and you, they will come. They will come to you. Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within silence. Silence can heal and replenish you. That's that meditation energy. The more you clear, the more you hear. That's not just the more you clear within your physical environment. That's what you clear within yourself. The more you release, the more blessings that will come in towards you. The more balanced you're going to feel within yourself, that peace and contentment energy. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humanity will further your goals. Seeing things from a bigger perspective. There's a write-up I did a few days ago. It keeps on coming back to mind, and it says manipulation of the illusion comes to the realization. I can't remember how it properly goes now, but it's coming up here. Again, there was an energy from a grandfather, grandmother energy there, because within that write-up, it was turning into almost like a poem. It was something I was channeling, and within the channeling, I called my granddad's name within the poem. And let's get some tarot energy. The message of the grandmother moon energy for this high priestess. 3 of Cups. Celebrate, and instantly I heard celebrate yourself, celebrate your lineage, celebrate who you are. Celebrations are coming towards you, that rainbow blessings energy. Blessings are showering in your life right now. Tell me more about this energy of the Three of Cups. I feel the energy of coming together with friends, family, some kind of celebration coming up for you. Tell me more about this Three of Cups energy, for those that's resonating with this High Priestess energy. Five of Wands. Surrender to silence. Surrender to that inner conflict that you're having within yourself about what it is that you deserve. I feel the energy of you being blessed, gifted. Princess of Wands. But there's no trust within yourself. There's a loss in connection. Someone's not receiving the messages that they're needing to receive through lack of connection. Maybe even loss of faith. Princess of Wands in the reverse. I'm hearing someone say, I've stopped believing. Tell me more about this Three of Cups energy. And the message from the GrandMother Moon energy. In the Grand. Four of Wands. That's that release energy, and where it's flown over on the Taurus energy, the Taurus card, I feel like maybe someone's needing to now release their stubbornness. Someone's needing to let go of that stubborn energy. Let go of this ego. Let go of the things that's holding you back. I don't know about this energy, the message from the GrandMother Moon. For those that resonate with the High Priestess energy. NewMoon InTaurus. Too many cards. I'm hearing, but hold on. Yeah, the Ten of Swords needs to be released. That energy of feeling betrayed, crucified. I'm hearing here your crucifixion is going to be your blessing. Your crucifixion, the things that you've had to sacrifice, is going to be returned tenfold. The energy of Neptune, 10 again, sacrifice, whatever the sacrifice was, the sacrifice energy, blessings are going to come through that, to you. So, I keep hearing that phrase, to you, through you, for you. To you, through you, for you. Again, we've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. Let me just put these in order. And then we've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. That's that courage, that trusting, following your instincts kind of energy. That determination, headstrong. Then we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So I could be talking to fire with water in your chart. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancerian, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Strong Pisces energy throughout this reading. So it could be that somebody was battling with them, within themselves. With this Five of Wands, there was some kind of inner conflict. Tell me more about this energy of the Queen of Wands. Tell me more about this energy of the Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups, sorry. Queen of Cups is what I'm focusing on. So tell me more about this energy of Queen of Cups. So I definitely feel like it's the energy of something. So we've got the High Priestess here again. So I feel like this is your intuition. Somebody's highly intuitive within this situation. Receive the messages in what it is that's needed. When I first saw this, I thought it was a spider web. It looks like a web, but it's actually a star with a heart in the middle. So it's like someone's received the messages intuitively in regards to this healing of this generational energy that's probably held down generations after generations held them down energetically in where it is that they need to go in regards to that family tree, that tree of life energy. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody that's kind of decoded what it is that they're needing to do. It's all about the healing. So I'm hearing right now, it's all about the healing. Someone's found the confidence to face the fact, face the healing, face the fear. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands energy. Tell me more about this energy of the Queen of Wands for those that's resonating with the High Priestess. So we've got the Nine of Wands. Releasing. I feel that energy again of releasing burden. Seeing light at the end of that tunnel kind of energy. The Four. The Emperor. Finding your inner power, your inner balance. Again, I'm seeing here your connection between the sun and the moon and the stars. What about the sun and the moon and the stars? What about the seas and the trees? Right at me. Some more women. What's this energy? I'm hearing someone say release the betrayal and the burdens and the pressures. Tell me more about this energy. Death card, Ten of Wands. I feel like, and this is this almost looks like a well, it is, it's the phoenix, but it's that bird, the peacock. Kill the ego. Death to the ego and transform within the dark. What is it that you've learned within the dark? What is it that you've learned within the bottom of the sea? There's a need here to rise. I feel this energy of rising. It's like the rising peacock, rising phoenix. But what's come out in this kind of a way is the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I'm feeling like that resurrection energy, like Princess of Pentacles over with the Prince of Wands. Tell me more about this energy of the Death card. Five of Swords. Queen of Swords. There's a lot of energies here, but there feels like this feels, I mean, Five of Swords is to do with somebody wanting to win at all costs in order to attack the heart kind of energy. Someone tried to play mind games around jealousy, enviness, to attack the heart. This crucifixion energy is what I see here. This crucifixion energy. I'm hearing break the body and you kill. It's like you kill the body and you keep the soul. You keep the heart intact, kind of thing. So it's like the body is gone in this crucifixion. So it could be that somebody kind of let themselves go physically, and somebody's regaining that confidence back with the Queen of Wands here in the upright. Someone followed their intuition and done the healing, which in turn has built up their confidence physically, emotionally, in order to speak this truth that's coming. I believe that someone's seen something from a higher perspective, and it's very much a part of their transformation with all these butterflies here. This is not even a sword. This is somebody seeing something from a whole nother level, a whole nother place of being, a whole new meditative energy, frequency. Again, I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's not even going to recognize themselves by the time they come to this full realization of who they are with the High Priestess energy and what it is that they've been ordained to do. Tell me more about this energy of the Emperor in regards to the energy of this reading. So what I do see here is that we've got 3 queens. The only thing missing here is the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got an Emperor. So it could be that we've got someone who's kind of lacking right now in the nurturing energy, in the financial side of things. But there's something missing here. Or it could just be that somebody's in their masculine energy. Someone's more in their masculine energy in regards to this Ace of Pentacles energy that's coming towards them. Somebody's being, it's that kind of, I'm getting right now, that someone put so much energy, someone literally put their back into it. Because literally I put my back into it. I literally, ending of last week, I would say use my back as an excuse to put down tools for a couple of days. But I feel like that was just my excuse to procrastinate into this spiritual energy, this balancing of spirituality and practicality, in order to decipher through the things I've deciphered through within them couple of days. You know, everything happens for a reason kind of energy. And this is why I say the synchronicities are so for real. What was I clarifying? The Emperor. Tell me more. Fell over on the Ace of Pentacles, and it's the Fool in the reverse. Aries energy. Tell me more about this energy of the Fool in the reverse. There's some kind of hesitation, foolish decision, not trusting oneself in taking that leap of faith forward in regards to some kind of business, maybe opportunity, some kind of wealth, justice. Tell me more. What's the justice for this Emperor with full energy? Justice for this Emperor with full energy. Too many cards. Justice for the Emperor and this full energy was the question. 10 of Cups. I don't know how it wanted to come out, but I'll just kind of take it. What I'm here is I'm going to ask the question again. But we've got Temperance in the reverse, which is Sagittarius energy. 2 of Cups, Magician, 6 of Wands. Tell me more about this energy of the justice for this Emperor's energy in regards to the energy of this reason. King of Cups in the reverse. Unkind energy. King of Cups in the reverse is a manipulative energy. Mixed with the Emperor, that somebody overstepping their power. Overstepping their power in regards to a situation, possibly with a Libra. Possibly with a Libra, possibly in a legal situation. With the Fool here, it could be that somebody was acting foolishly, very childlike, in an Emperor body. Tell me more about this energy of why the Fool's there in the reverse. And the King of Cups fell in the reverse over the Fool card. Tell me more about the energy of this Fool in the reverse in regards to this energy of the justice for the Emperor. Prince of Swords. So it could be to do with overstepping boundaries, stalking behavior, spying, looking over on past energies. It's falling over the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Swords here. The ultimate betrayal kind of energy. The envious kind of energy. So this could be a more than, not 1, two or three party. There's four energies I'm seeing on this right now if I break it down. So I see one energy that's connected to a grandmother energy. I feel like that's who's resonating and who I may be speaking to right now in regards to this whole energy. And then I see another energy of this Emperor, Aries energy. Possibly King of Cups energy, which is Cancerian, Scorpio, or Pisces, strong Pisces energy. Strong Scorpio energy too, with the Death card here. Libra, Virgo, Gemini is the energies that I can see. Leo, Sagittarius. I'm definitely seeing that there's children also in the situation with 3 pages here. There's 3 pages that's come out so far. Tell me more about this energy of the Page of Swords, of the Prince of Swords. That's the Prince of Swords here. It's almost like someone's protecting their transformation is the energy I'm picking up here. Someone's protecting their heart space from an envious energy. This Queen of Swords energy. I feel like it's trying to protect her heart space. 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. In regards to some kind of collaboration, some kind of co-partnership. Could be co-parenting. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone's not wanting to juggle the children I'm hearing. This Queen of Swords. Tell me more about this 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me more about this. Or someone's looking into a situation in regards to co-parenting a child. Prince of Swords energy. Someone could be looking towards this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords could also be somebody legal. Solicitor, a lawyer kind of energy. Seeking legal advice. Tell me more about this King of Cups energy. Because this Emperor knows that they've been in the King of Cups energy in the reverse, which is very manipulative. So now they're needing to seek some kind of legal advice in order to set boundaries. Going back to the my fire element reading. Clear boundaries has to be set in regards to a child or children, the Hierophant in the reverse. It could be to do with the ending of a marriage. Somebody's not reacting very well to the ending of a marriage. Again, acting foolish, not acting very wise for the position that they hold as an emperor. Tell me more about this Hierophant in the reverse. Also Taurus energy. Tell me more about this Hierophant in the reverse in regards to this justice. Tell me more about the Hierophant in the reverse in regards to the energy of this justice. Now my energy is going back down to only 2 people within the energy. So this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, High Priestess is one energy I'm coming down to right now as I was shuffling. Could be Taurus energy. 9 of Pentacles, single energy. Someone doing for themselves. Preparing that heaven, that rainbow energy for themselves, that blessing. The Most High said if you help yourself, you will help those who help themselves. That kind of an energy. Ace of Swords is here in the reverse. Some kind of lies, non-truth of being told within some kind of legal justice situation. It could be that there was a lot of gossip in regards to this energy. A lot of untruth spoken in regards to a child. Tell me more about this energy of the Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Swords, there's that energy of some kind of deception. That's that manipulative energy. So maybe that this Emperor's energy in regards to some kind of legal situation was very manipulative, sneaky, dangerous. There was things hidden under the surface that wasn't spoke about, only some half-truths, is what I'm hearing. But most of the darkness and the deception of the Seven of Swords is being buried. Tell me more about this energy of the Ace of Swords here in the reverse. Ace of Swords here in the reverse. We'll come to the energy of this reading for those that's resonating. The Ace of Swords here in the reverse. I feel like the Nine of Pentacles energy. So this is the Devil in the reverse. So this is the energy, like I said, is being kept hidden underground in regards to some kind of legal situation. Somebody doesn't want the truth to come out in regards to their manipulation. In fear it would affect maybe their forward movements. With the Nine of Pentacles, Devil's here in the reverse, Capricorn energy. Princess of Pentacles. Tell me more about this energy of the Devil for those that resonate with the energy of this reading. Why the Devil card here? For those that resonate with the energy of this reading. NewMoon InTaurus. Why the Devil card here in regards to this Ace of Swords in the reverse? That's the World card. Possibly somebody tried to block somebody's forward movements. Their overall goals, passions, desires. With the Tower. Tell me more about this energy of the Tower. I feel like somebody is not speaking the truth of how something's ended, how something possibly ended or come to an end. What's this card? Yeah, King of Cups. In regards to their manipulation. For the person that's resonating with the energy of this reading, High Priestess energy, what's their current energy in regards to this Tower? What's the current energy to be resonating with the High Priestess's energy in regards to the energy of this Tower? What's the current energy? What's the High Priestess in regards to the energy of this Tower? I'm hearing Pre-Empress energy, Nine of Pentacles. What's the High Priestess's energy in regards to the energy of this Tower? High Priestess's current energy during this NewMoon InTaurus in regards to this energy of the Tower. Someone's trying to disturb somebody's peace and contentment with lies, slander, criticism, false allegation within a legal situation. Tell me more about this energy of the Tower. Tell me more about this energy of the Tower. Nothing wants to come up with the Tower. The Tower's not meant to be revealed right now. Whatever this destruction is, that's gonna bring, what's gonna bring the sun over the horizon. Whatever this is, it's like a major change. That's a major change. We've got two major arcanas here, clarifying three even, clarifying the Ace of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Tower, the World, and the Devil in the reverse. that's moving away from, something toxic is coming to the light, and it's going to cause a destruction, or at least that was the intentions of, in order to block somebody's world. Tell me more about the energy of this tower, because they're resonating with this energy. Knight of Cups. Neither in the upright nor the reverse. I feel like there was a manipulation around emotions of how someone actually felt or what they felt within a situation. Could be Cancerian energy, could be Pisces or Scorpio, could be a young Scorpio energy. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups' energy in regards to the energy of this reading. Why the Knight of Cups here? In regards to this Ace of Swords in the reverse, why the Knight of Cups here? In regards to this. Alright. Tell me more about the energy. So the Knight of Cups. So we've got community on the floor and journey. So someone's swiftly moving. Someone's swiftly in some kind of forward movement, moving towards. What's this card? I'm hearing moving from one door. As one door opens, another one. So it's almost like someone's moving from one situation and rapidly moving to a next, from one community to the next. Kind of energy. In the bad health. In bad health. Tell me more about the energy here of this Emperor. Why is the Emperor's energy here in regards to the energy of this reading? Message from the mother, grandmother, mother. This is mature woman, I think it is. Main female. Expectation. Tell me more about the energy here of this High Priestess. Overall energy. What's the High Priestess here? What's the High Priestess here in regards to this energy? This NewMoon InTaurus energy. Tell me more about this High Priestess energy. Marriage. Connection within somebody who you could be connected with or to, or this can be a connection to the Most High, to your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, the spiritual realm energy. Tell me more about this energy of marriage in regards to the energy of this High Priestess, Virgo energy. Tell me more about this energy of the Queen of Swords. Why the Queen of Swords in regards to the energy of this reading? Two cards. Wealthy man and sudden wealth in the reverse. I'm having reverse roles. So the Emperor came out clarifying with the main female. Bear in mind the Emperor is a masculine energy, but again we possess both masculine and feminine within us. But it could be that somebody's dealing with a less masculine energy. So you as the feminine appear to be more of a masculine energy. Could be the more stable one. And the person that you're dealing with is the one that's missing the stability, the Queen of Pentacles energy. 3 other queens out here, but no Queen of Pentacles. But yet we have the 9 of Pentacles. Again, I feel like this is the energy here of this main female. Crossing her T's and dotting her I's and putting things in place for this 9 of Pentacles, self-sufficient, independent, could be even self-employment energy. Then you've got this Queen of Swords down here, who may have had some kind of sudden loss with some sudden wealth with a wealthy man. Like I said, I'm picking up a few different energies as I'm going along, connecting into, I could be tapping into, you know, different energies, different groups. Tell me more about the energy of this wealthy man in regards to this reading. For those that's resonating. If something happened with somebody that somebody did not expect that was going to happen, somebody stole from somebody. It could have been a major finance, because expectation in the reverse is over the Ace of Pentacles. Clarifying this sudden wealth in the reverse and theft in the reverse. Something's come to the knowledge of somebody. Something that somebody didn't even expect could happen, did happen. Tell me about this main female's energy. How does this main female feel in regards to the energy of this wealthy man? We've got main male now in the reverse, well, not in the reverse, neither in the upright nor the reverse. It fell out in a kind of obstacle position. So it could be that somebody's in bad health. This main female could well be the one that's in bad health. I'm just noticing something. Or understanding that her counterpart, main male, is in a critical position emotionally, which is having to cause now some kind of journeying, some having to move from one community to the next. That ultimatum energy. Tell me more about this energy of this wealthy man in regards to this bad health. Thoughts. In regards to what it is, where it is that they're needing to be or wanting to be. Not allowing the bad health to get the better of themselves. Tell me more about this energy of the thoughts for this main male's energy. So this can be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius energy, because this is all coming out within the Queen of Swords' energy. Tell me more. Or it could just be that this main male is having to pay out a lot of money to some kind of legal aid, solicitor, courtship, in regards to some kind of partnership. In regards to this marriage, tell me more about the energy of this marriage. With this High Priestess. Why is marriage here? Go and find the High Priestess' energy. Change. Number 9 again. That's that Hermit energy. Number 9. Contemplating what to do in regards to a marriage. What's the contemplation? Trying to dig deep for the answers. So it's almost like someone's expecting a gift out of, or can someone give to them what it is that they're looking for within a connection, within a committed relationship. Someone's in deep contemplation in Hermit energy, trying to work out what to do for the best for themselves in regards to some kind of offer or proposal. Whether to possibly move away even. Message of concern. Tell me more about this message of concern. Occupation. So it could be that there's some kind of intuitive message that the High Priestess energy is receiving in regards to, it could be some form of job loss, which is now going to force a High Priestess in a direction. Divinely guided. The Most High will bring forth a tower when we ignore the destiny path that we're meant to be on through stubbornness. Tell me more about this occupation energy. Tell me more about this energy. And I feel like once this energy, this could be the Tower, this job lost, which is in turn going to bring in the Sun energy, that destined path energy, no more confusion energy into where it is that you're needing and wanting to be. You understand? Taking off the mask and maturing in your thoughts, then becoming more clear on what it is that you're needing to do. So whatever this false person energy has brought to you as truth is opened your eyes up. Tell me more about this energy though of this mature woman. Why's mature woman here? Toll and labor. Tell me more about this false person energy. Why false person here? Why false person here? What about the energy? High honor. Tell me more about this energy. And this is falling over courtship. False person is over courtship, high honor. So someone's almost kind of in a position of high honor where they shouldn't be. In the distance horizon, there could be some kind of change in that, in Missy, distant horizon, here in the reverse, right? Distant horizon here. Or maybe this is coming to the light in the distant horizon in the near future. Whosoever this false person energy is to you. In regards to some kind of courthouse, you could be seeing the person in a courthouse, in a court situation. When you go to court in regards to this legal situation, in regards to a child, is when you may see who this person is. Mature man. I'm hearing now that someone has now finally had the confidence. Tell me more about the energy of this mature man in regards to this courthouse, false person energy. It could be someone that's brought someone despair, and now a legal situation is being brought to the surface which is causing this despair in regards to this false person. Again, there's been some kind of theft energy, some kind of winning at all cost, manipulation, envy, jealousy, wanting what someone else has and not knowing how they've got what it is that they've got. There's a need to follow your own path and your own destiny. I took a break for a minute. I've been talking too much, I think, and I needed to first of all rest my throat and get a drink. But and also gave me the opportunity to get hold of the handbook for the Starseed Oracle that I used. And the card that drew my attention the most whilst I was reading was someone's perceptions needing to be changed in regards to the connections that's coming in towards them. Needing to use your discernment in regard to these connections. Because this is the card, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. It says, take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective, shift your point of view and zoom out and out and out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as our own and conquer, and setting ourselves up for eventually extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize the most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal. What's being served? This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe, and the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in the fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. How are you being called to change your perspective? Again, this is going back, and like I said, it's overwhelming sometimes and so shocking to see how my morning thoughts can align with the tools of the oracles and of the tarot, in order for me to be able to explain what it is more clearer than how it's perceived without them, and who knows, even with them. It gives me an opportunity to be able to say what it is I feel, no judgment, or at least none of this should matter to you, because this is bigger than us. There's a reason why you've been called to do what it is that you're doing, especially if there was an uncomfortability in order for you to do what it is that you're doing or wanting to do, because that means then it was for a reason. The reason why you was pushed and dragged so hard spiritually was because you've got a purpose. You understand? Like I said back in one of my other videos, you got a purpose. Not to come here to play, but to come here to slay. To fight back this spiritual warfare, this generational spiritual warfare of outdated thinking patterns, and breaking the generational path. Not only for ourselves, but for the generations to come under us and after us. Bring forth that healing that the generation before was in fear of. Is the reason why now as a generation is having to deal with that same energy of fear. Fear of the past, fear of that comfort zone, fear of the cycles that our ancestors before us was unable to break, for whatever the reason may be. Knowledge is power, and applied knowledge is freedom. You understand? So once we start applying the wisdom and the knowledge that we have to our lives, is then when you see the change and the trust that we have within ourselves, to trust our intuition for those that's coming towards us. And I just been alerted back to the card, a new romantic cycle begins, and the Emperor is out here. But it's a wounded energy. It's a wounded energy that's coming back towards you. Possibly even with somebody who you was unable to work with in the past, due to mind games and manipulation and enviness. Because they had a lot of things going on within their own life. That's matured them. Matured their feminine energy, I feel like. So whereas it looks like you then may have matured yourself within, you've matured your masculine side. This person's matured their feminine side. So there's a kind of balance coming together. As I say that, I see this too. That balance energy, stability, structure, foundation. What's the wisdom that's been learned within this situation? Jade Mountain. So this is the wisdom I'm asking for that's been gained. That's been gained within the situation. If I can find it. Can't find it. Oh yeah, got it. So it says, something magical soon occurs and you feel like celebrating. This gives you time to stop and reflect on all you have accomplished. Look back and you will realize just how far you've come. Have gratitude for all you have experienced, for every experience has served you in some way and has been for the greater good of all. You deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So listen to your heart and follow its wisdom. You will intuitively know when you are on the right path. Close your eyes and quietly celebrate this moment. Be joyful and remember that you can remain joyful regardless of the circumstances you are in. For no matter what, life is beautiful. Perhaps there may be times in your life when beauty is hard to see. At such times, look within. The eternal flame of love is forever aglow within you. I celebrate affirmations. I celebrate life. I appreciate each moment. I am grateful for the sacred life and for each breath. The eternal flame of love glows forever within me. That's moving past the energy of that twin flame connection, waiting on confirmation, closure. It's realizing that this is bigger than us. The expression of the twin flame journey is the reason why I say in the song, "It coming like me dropping on the twin flame journey. It coming like him, mommy make you know no man no mad. Me go listen to the tune me have no envy. Go listen to the tune me have no envy." You understand, like what I'm getting from this and from that song coming back to mind. I just went blank. My mind just went blank. Forgot what I was gonna say. That you can remain joyful regardless of the circumstances you're in. For no matter what, life is beautiful. Perhaps there may be times in your life when beauty is hard to see. At such times, look within the eternal flame. Again, right back to where I started. So now it's come back to me. It's that whole twin flame journey energy. You step onto the twin flame journey because something triggered you. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be love, possible finance, possible a breakdown and connection with family, friends. You understand? But it's that foundation breakdown. Something has come to some form of realization, and it's going to show you overall that the power lies within you, mind, body, and soul. And that's what's going to bring that ultimate change within you and around you, that you're able to pass on through generation after generation and collectively, because there's so much people out here wanting the same thing, that collectively, if we pass this on to our children and our children pass it on to their children, and so on and so on and so on, and everybody's in this mindset of wanting a change, then that change can come collectively. But first we need to move past the energy of division and feeling that everybody coming into connection with us is in some form of, I don't know, competition or some kind of, can't think of the words, always thinking that somebody's fighting against you when somebody's not. Somebody that's being 100% genuine. There's a need to discernment coming up again, judgments coming up again, using your judgment, your intuition into the situations coming towards you, friends, family, partners, you understand, in all areas of your life. Take what you learnt from the bottom of the bowl and bring it with you forward. Bring your lessons forward, like the chicken bone expression. Take what you need from the chicken bone and discard of the rest. Alchemy. Turn this ish around is what I'm hearing. Turn this ish around. That's what this energy is bringing into you. It's bringing you the strength and the power and the knowledge and the wisdom to turn this ish around. I'm hearing, do what we couldn't do. Do what it is that your ancestors couldn't do in breaking the cycles that you're connected to. The power is within you. Alchemy energy. Let's see, what's the advice? And then I'm going to end it there. What's the advice for those in this energy of the alchemy? What's the advice? This card wants to come out. Tarot. just because it feels relevant, guidance to very much the energy I'm in. This is very much feeling like an almost personal reading, because like I said, I feel like I'm tapping into a few different energies, a few different groups of people. But the guidance, maybe some is seeing the wisdom and the knowledge through tarot reading, through learning tarot themselves, geometry, patience, time and patience, tarot, connecting with your ancestors, your archangels. There's that whole altar energy, using the tarot as guidance in order to turn your life around, see things in a whole different way. Someone's learned meditation within this time. I definitely know that I've got more of an understanding about meditation. You know, even though I got comfortable all my life in doing certain things in a particular way, but since getting into tarot, I've learned other ways how to meditate. When I first started, I couldn't sit still for more than 3-4 minutes in order to meditate. Now I can sit down within my own energy for as long as necessary. You understand? Because I learned that through understanding where it is I'm coming from, the things that I try to compress, you understand, come to the surface just through me getting into the tarot. And when I read from the books, the handbooks, and it refers back to a particular time that I know has been on my mind, listen, that's guidance. So I take the advice. What doesn't fit for me, it's not for me. If it doesn't resonate, then I know it's not for me, and you know, but it's in the back of my mind in case anybody ever needs some form of guidance or motivation. That information is downloading within me. So whether the card's reference to me or whether it's not, some of these readings I can resonate with, and some of them I don't. Some of them I know I'm in a whole different energy other than my own. But there's that quantum leap energy where we shimmer through different experiences in life in order for this energy that we're able to resonate with others, and I want to say, or have compassion for others within the situations that they're going through. We may not be going through it at that particular moment, but there may have been a time in our life that we've experienced that or an energy like it, that we can help heal somebody in this current moment. And if not, it could be that this person that's coming to you for guidance and advice, you understand, you could then be facing something that this person is facing in the near future, that you can hold on to whatever it is that you learned from that situation in order to hold on and keep moving within your own situation. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes when I talk, especially when I'm channeling messages and within this meditative energy, this meditative mode, I talk and don't even remember what I said myself. There's more time why I go back and listen to the reading, because again, we're all part of the same energy. So sometimes I might go back months afterwards and listen to one of the readings I put up, and it's relevant for me at that particular time, whereas at the time it didn't make sense to me at the time. Just like your dreams. You understand? There's a reason why they say it's important for you to write down your dreams, because the dots will align themselves eventually, sooner or later. Your dreams are messages. You're not getting them for no reason. So they might not make sense to you at the time. You understand? And especially if you speak it to somebody, it might make sense to them wholeheartedly in regards to dreams that they may have had. You understand? It's all energy. It's all energy. And through tarot and watching tarot and seeing how much hundreds and thousands of people resonate with one particular reading, and then with my own in certain, listen, it opens you up to a whole new perspective and ways of seeing things, that this life that we're living is bigger than us. Energy is real. Some take it for fun, but me take it serious like I've gone. That's in one of my oracles, which I've just been staring at for the longest time. So it's almost like I've been drawn to pull some cards. Tell me more about this energy of tarot. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So it could be that somebody who you're connected